Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope responds to Brooke's health emergency. Shocker collides with Lee and Sheila. As Lee Finnegan and Sheila Sharp collide for a shocking moment, the bold and the beautiful reveals how Hope Logan will respond to Brooke Logan's medical dilemma. A phone call would eventually upend Hope and Liam Spencer's ongoing reunion at Bill Spencer's house. Hope will be in a panic as she answers the phone and gets information about Brooke's medical emergency in Naples. Thankfully, Brooke will reassure Hope that everything will be all right. According to previews, Hope will be concerned until she receives her mother's promise that Brooke would be calling from the hospital. Hope will undoubtedly learn about Brooke's impact and how Ridge Forrester saved her life. Hope might conclude that her mother and Ridge still have a future together based on Brooke's upbeat tone. As Hope shares her newfound knowledge with Liam, John Finnegan will not back down from Grace Buckingham. Grace hoped that they could keep her fraud between them, but Finn is not amenable to that. Rather, Finn will stress that Grace must tell Liam the truth and will demand that she do it as soon as possible. Grave will soon be brought to the Spencer estate by Finn, so she may start telling Liam about his phony brain disease and operation. Lee and Sheila will unexpectedly collide in the interim. This might implicate Luna Nozawa because Sheila and Lee are about to have an unexpected encounter. Could Sheila become even more suspicious if Lee makes a Luna mistake? Would Sheila be willing to follow Lee and deal with the surprise of discovering her unconscious grandchild still alive? According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Lee won't be able to conceal Luna's survival indefinitely, so watch to see if Sheila is about to learn the shocking truth. Finn's horror and shock at Grace's admission. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Finn begs Grace to finally speak the truth about Liam. From the beginning, Dr. Grace Buckingham's fixation on Liam Spencer has been peculiar. These neurologists who said Liam had a brain tumor were never seen by us. Grace was the only one who informed us of this, and she was unable to stop berating John Finnegan over Liam's desire for medical attention. Finn's concerns really started after Liam's purported tumor removal procedure, because no one was able to recuperate as fast as Miracle Man Liam. He had brain surgery after a gunshot wound, and now he's all right? What the hell could that be? It is completely nonsensical. Finn was certain that something was wrong when he noticed the little shallow cut on the back of Liam's skull. Finn's mouth drops to the ground when Grace finally comes clean and tells him what she has been up to with Liam and why. For the sole purpose of obtaining a cool million, Grace devised a complex plan, but why was Liam her victim? Ridge Forrester is still adamant about separating Brooke Logan from Nick Marone over in Italy. Since Nick possesses an engagement ring, Ridge, who is already engaged, cannot permit Brooke to get engaged to Nick, according to Eric Forrester. That isn't going to work. He yells for her when he sees her on the back of Nick's boat, but a terrible incident occurs, forcing Ridge to make a risky rescue. In fact, when he dives into the Mediterranean, he will also need to get rather wet. We were certain that Brooke and Ridge would reunite in a spectacular way, and it appears that this is it. Both Taylor Hayes and Nick will be left out in the cold. She will require Grace to treat her next episode of broken heart syndrome, so it appears that all of that confidence was in vain. Liam was just given a silver platter by Steffi. On The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffi Forrester and Liam Spencer were this close to getting back together before Jacqueline McInnes would have to depart on maternity leave. However, the program must continue, and now more than ever, Scott Clifton's character will need someone to lean on. I'm very grateful for Hope Logan. Is a reunion with Lo planned for Bold and Beautiful? To find out, continue reading. Below are spoilers for what will happen next on B&B. Grace Buckingham will be forced to confess to her cancer fraud by Dr. John Finnegan this week on the CBS soap show. The problem is that we have no idea how far she went to defraud the Spencer family of $1 million. One of two outcomes could result from Dr. Buckingham's confession. Was Liam Spencer cancer-free? In order to get Bill Spencer to pay her to save him, Grace could have persuaded him that he was dying. It might be discovered that Liam has never had cancer and is in excellent condition. Liam is still dying, and Grace hasn't actually removed the tumor, therefore it might be the latter. This week, Hope Logan will sit with Liam Spencer as he learns the devastating truth that he was duped, according to teasers for Bold and the Beautiful. Even if Liam is in perfect health, he will still want assistance in processing the startling news, so we will have to wait and see what his prognosis is. He will also require a companion to spend his last days with if he is still dying. According to B&B Spoilers, Hope will support Liam through every stage, no matter how things turn out. Is a reunion with Lope planned? How about Carter Walton? Lee's new predicament. Should she protect her victims or save a killer? According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Lee Finnegan will have to make a tough choice over Luna Nozawa. Lee has to choose between protecting Luna and turning her in to face the repercussions of her actions because the deranged killer is expected to awaken any moment soon. Eventually, Lee will probably decide to turn her in. She is determined to fix Luna for the time being, nonetheless, in an attempt to make up for the faults Penelope Poppy Nozawa did with her. According to social media, an unlikely hero intervenes to shield Luna from prosecution for the shooting that almost killed Liam Spencer. Lee will have a hard time persuading Steffi Forrester and John Finnegan that saving Luna's life was the right thing to do, regardless of how things turns out. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Poppy's expression of relief upon learning of Luna's passing made Lee's heart sink. She experienced an inexplicable melancholy. How might the loss of a child bring relief to a mother? She decided to pretend to be dead in order to preserve her life after it hit her like a ton of bricks. Lee must be aware of the significant impact this will have on her son's family. Twice, Luna attempted to murder Steffi. Steffi probably wouldn't be alive if it weren't for Liam's bravery. Nevertheless, Lee believes Luna is valuable. She believes that Luna wouldn't be the insane murderer they have witnessed if she were loved and adored. To put it briefly, Lee feels that Poppy's poor parenting and self-centered demeanor made Luna into a monster. Lee will eventually understand that she needs to report her. It's Luna's sole chance to take back her life and demonstrate her transformation. That may not be what Luna wants to accomplish. She is aware that she will either be imprisoned or at the very least put on trial again. After learning about Luna's predicament, Bill will feel sorry for her. He might keep her out of jail by using his influence and authority. Despite Luna's attempt to murder Liam, Bill still feels a connection to Luna. He is aware that she needs love without conditions, which her mother never gave her. He also understands that, given Steffi's feelings for Luna, Finn would never be able to give her that. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Lee's situation is going to get messy. To see how it all turns out, keep watching the CBS soap opera. Will Hope and Liam reunite through Grace's trickery? Liam and Hope were informed that Beth had died during childbirth. It was discovered, meanwhile, that Reese sold their child on the illicit market in order to settle his debts from gambling. It was a sinister and perverse plot involving Zoe and Steffi Flo Thomas. Liam and Hope have been grieving the loss of their daughter all along. Fortunately, the truth came out, and they were able to see their daughter again. Over the years, the two have experienced a great deal, and the trauma still plagues them. In reality, Liam held Reese accountable for the incident rather than Thomas. However, he felt certain that Thomas was responsible for their marriage's breakdown. Liam believed he was going to pass away. Grace informed him that his mass was inoperable and incurable. Accepting his fate was the only option available to him. Then a miracle occurred. Grace told him about a potentially life-saving experimental technique. Liam is incredibly appreciative of Grace. However, it can all change. The Buckinghams are teasing Liam once more. They decided to take matters into their own hands this time. To settle Reese's gambling debts, Grace needed $1 million. She and her daughters were in danger from the men he owed. And when it does, Hope and Liam might be reunited. Given that Daphne Rose is back in town, Hope and Carter's relationship may be in jeopardy. She has been the target of flirtation from her fiancé. Because Steffi is out of town, Hope has spent the majority of her time caring for Liam. We have a feeling that this fresh catastrophe will permanently connect them. If Lope gets back together, B&B fans will be ecstatic. How about you? Share your opinions with us in the comments area.